So you made it off of Shelter Island and found yourself in the wonderful world of Outlands, or Felucca and Tremel if you're playing on the official server. You're enjoying the excitement of exploring the real world. You were absolutely crushing Shelter Island after watching my video, link in the bio of course. And now you feel ready to vanquish those reds and monsters and dungeons, oh my! But wait, not so fast. What's up everyone, Warhawk887 here, and in this video I'm going to give you 5 more tips on how to prepare yourself for the world of Ultima Online. These tips will be a little bit more advanced, so if you haven't watched my first tip video, I will link it right here, or you'll find it in the description below. Stick to the end of the video. For those loyal viewers, you'll get a bonus tip that even some veteran players didn't know about. Tip number 1, increasing, decreasing, and locking specific skills. You may have noticed that almost all skills will begin to level if you perform an action associated to that skill. If you're attempting to level a specific character according to a list of skills, like my build right here, then you may find yourself capped at 720 skill points and not have the right skills at the right level. To fix this, you can open your skills tab by clicking here. Within the skills menu, you can go through the list of skills you'd like to level. I personally like to create a new group and then drag the skills I like to level within that new group. That way I can track them with a quick glance. Take notice of the symbol on the right hand side. It will either be a up arrow, a down arrow, or a lock symbol. Somewhat self-explanatory. If it's an up arrow, the skill will go up as you train it. If it's a down arrow, it will go down as you train other skills. And if it's locked, well, then it's just locked. Any of my unneeded skills I lock at 0 and then decrease any of the skills I may have accidentally leveled. All the skills I do want, I keep with the up arrow until they reach their desired skill, and then I lock it there. Check this, double check it, and triple check this. You don't want to accidentally be locked at 720 skill points and not be leveling the skills that you've been wanting to. Tip number 2, automatically training your skills. In this example, as a bard, we'll be training our peacemaking and discordance, but really this method works for any skill. I recommend heading to a training dummy to boost your skills to at least 80 or 90, which will greatly improve your experience fighting monsters. For Warhawk887, that's gonna take forever. And I have to click the skill, then the dummy, and I wanna fight real monsters. Not so fast, friend. Razor's here to help. Remember that program? It should have launched as you opened Ultima Online. Head on over to the nearest training dummy. I'm using the one in Prevalia in the northwest corner next to the Moon Gate. You can find him here on the map, but honestly, any trainer will do. Keep in mind, usually you won't be protected in these areas, and a red could come up to you and kill you, so just don't bring anything valuable. Now you'll want to get close to the dummy and begin attacking it, though you don't necessarily need to begin attacking it to do this trick. Side tip, if you're having trouble selecting the dummy because typically there will be a lot of players around it, I recommend using Control Shift. In the little options menu, click mobiles only, and from there you should be able to spot the training dummy's name. It will look different than all the other player names. Alright, while near the training dummy, open up Razor and go to the macro section. I'm going to create a new macro and name it Train Skills. Hit the record button, switch over to the UO client, click on your peacemaking skill or whatever skill of your choice, then click on the training dummy nameplate / gump to use the skill. Now wait 7 to 10 seconds to use your next skill. In this case, I'm using Discordance. Finally, double click on your instrument of choice found in your bag. Embarrassingly, I'm using a flute in this example, but I am staunchly team harp. Now open up Razor, click the stop button to end the recording. Unfortunately, you're not done yet. You're going to need to add some pauses between your actions. Otherwise, UO Outlands will fail to cast the next spell. Right click on the white space under your actions, go to Special Constructs, then click Insert Pause, Wait. It should be the first line. Click the first option, Pause 4, and set the time to 7050. That's slightly above 7 seconds and will give the system enough time to cast the next spell. create 2 of these pause actions. Set the first pause after the first absolute target, then the second pause after the second absolute target. Finally, the last action line where it says double click and then a bunch of random numbers / characters, right click on that combination and choose convert to D type. That way it will click on any of that specific instrument and not just that instrument that you clicked. Now simply click loop and then play, and your character will start performing those set of actions. It's recommended that you use this while AFK. Maybe you're going for a walk, or you're cooking or cleaning, or just going to sleep. Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's pretty boring just to watch your computer go through that list of actions. While we still have Razor open, let's talk about tip number 3, overhead bandage counter. If you remember from my last video, I mentioned that you should always have yourself bandaged during combat. The tide of battle can quickly change, and you want to make sure that your health is at a, well, healthy level. Sure, you could look at your stats menu down here to see your bandage timer, but that's kind of annoying, and you should already have Razor open, so why not use it? Within Razor, open the display / counter tab, then go to bandage timer tab. I like to have my bandage timer show overhead. I keep the format and hue as default. I like to show it every 1 second and to show the first starting message, but not the ending message. Simple as that. Now when you're in combat and you apply a bandage, it will show a countdown from 10 over your head. So much better. Before we go to tip number 4, if you're liking the video, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and like the video. I'm a small content creator, and things like that really helps out the channel and honestly motivates me. I read every single comment that you post and try to reply to each one. So type away. And don't forget, I have that special bonus tip for those loyal viewers who stick to the end. And no cheating by skipping straight to the end, although I can't really stop you, but honor system? Tip number 4, using potions while you have a 2-handed weapon or a weapon and a shield. You may have noticed that if you try to use a potion with both hands occupied, you'll get an error. This is super inconvenient. Not great, not ideal. You'll need to unequip your weapon, use the potion, and then re-equip the weapon again afterwards. I'm very lazy. And once again, Razor comes to the rescue. One last time, open Razor and go to the Options tab, then open Additional Options. On the right-hand side, you'll see a box that says Auto Un / Re-equipped hands for ... It's cut off. Yeah, trust me, that's the one that you want. Make sure that box is checked and the one to the right that says Re-equip. Now, when you have both hands full and you use a potion, Razor will automatically unequip your weapon, use the potion, and re-equip the weapon right afterwards. Quick warning, if you do an action during this process, sometimes Razor glitches and won't re-equip your weapon. So just pay attention afterwards and make sure your weapon is actually re-equipped. Okay, we're back in game, and this next tip isn't necessarily going to make you a more competitive player, but it's going to greatly improve your quality of life. Tip 5. Activating chat with enter, auto looting, and activating gumps for party invites. Now that you have a bunch of macros and hotkeys, you may find yourself populating the chat box each time you use your keybind. To fix this problem, open your options menu by clicking here or by pressing Alt-O. Go to the speech section and check the line that says active chat when pressing enter. For auto looting, you'll want to go to the general section of the options menu. Under general, you can check the line that says auto open corpses. I like to have the range set at 2 and to skip empty corpses. For the corpse open options, I have it set to both. Now scroll down to gumps and contacts. Check the line that says show gump for party invites. That way, if somebody invites you to a party, you can interact with a gump and not have to type your response in chat. And also right below that option, you'll see grid loot. I set that to grid loot only, and below that, auto close grid loot when no items. That's just my settings, but you can set it however you want. Bonus tip. Having your debuffs show above the monsters. And like I said, there were some veteran players that didn't know about this option. That's right, you can quickly see how much longer your pacify or discordance will last on a monster by a click of a button. All right, gentlemen, question is, how do you see debuffs above a monster? Razor. Out of 100 respondents, survey says This one's actually super easy to do, but kind of hidden in the Razor interface. Head on over to the Hotkeys tab and scroll down to the Miscellaneous section. Open it up and find All Names. Select that and set it to a hotkey of your choosing. I use my middle mouse button, and don't forget to hit Send to UO. Now when you're in combat, you can cast your debuff. Use that hotkey, and Razor will display the current time left on the debuff above its name. No more guessing. Alright guys, that's all I got for you in this video. I really hope you liked it, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and like the video. And if you do have any questions, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And hey, if you want to watch me play live, I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 5:30 p.m. I'd love for you to join me. Until next time.